It was a day like any other. I sat outside reading the morning paper when something I read caught my eye. A murder at the university. But there was something about this case that rubbed me the wrong way. Something sinister. Suddenly, my phone rings. Chief McIntyre, head of the BC police force. Best officer we've got. He wants me to come into the station as soon as I can.
You're pulling me out of retirement for this. Make it good, McIntyre. I'm sure you know about Dr. Roberts and the murder that happened last night on campus. Horrible stuff. I'll cut to the chase. You're the best we've got, damn it. We need you on this. You're the only person with the wit to do it. Well, fill me in then. What do we know? We've got 4 suspects so far. We found blood at the crime scene and we're running against the suspect DNA for comparison. They even made me do a cheek swab to rule me out. This is serious stuff. Here. This is all the information you'll need. You'll have to give our lab guy a call. I don't know much about the sciencey stuff.
Well, there's only 4 suspects implicated in the murder of Dr. Roberts. His ex-wife, his grad student, one of his fellow professors, and the janitor who was working the night shift around the time of the murder. Well, it's not much to go on. I'll have to make a few more calls.
Dr. Hawkins, what kind of tests are we doing? I hear we found DNA at the crime scene. Is this gonna be enough?
The investigators found drops of blood leading out of the lab where Dr. Roberts was killed, and we've confirmed it is not the victim's. We'll use this DNA for RFLP analysis. We've also salvaged some skin cells from the handle of the knife, the murder weapon. We're amplifying this using PCR, then we can look at STRs at the TH01 locus. And to be safe, we took McIntyre's cheek DNA for VNTR analysis. You can never be too sure with crimes like these.
What do all these tests mean? English please, Doc. Chemistry was never my strong suit.
Every person's DNA is exactly the same except for around 1%. This 1% is what each test is going to identify. First, we'll be doing a restriction fragment length polymorphism analysis. This test is going to show us, essentially, a genetic fingerprint for each person. Specific enzymes target DNA according to which code is present. These codes vary from person to person, and therefore, the lengths of the cut pieces of DNA will be different sizes. Next, we'll perform a short tandem repeat analysis. This test looks at the different numbers of repeats of short stretches of nucleotides between individuals. We isolate a small region of DNA called a locus and determine the differences in each suspect's DNA at this specific locus. We compare it to the crime scene DNA and hopefully we'll find our murderer. Finally, variable number of tandem repeat analysis. We use this one for McIntyre. It requires high quality DNA, which we can assure using the blood from the crime scene and the fresh cheek swab from the police. I know this seems like a lot, but for a heinous crime, we've got to throw everything we've got at it, understand?
Thanks, Hawkins. I'll give you a shout in a few days. Until then, good luck.
I can't get this case out of my head. I've considered every motive I can fathom, but we don't quite have the evidence we need to prosecute. There's 4 suspects, all equally capable of betraying Dr. Roberts, but which one has the guts to do it? Suspect number 1, ex-wife Cynthia Roberts. He left her and pursued a successful career. She's bitter, and she wants revenge. Suspect number 2, grad student Tim Jones. He's been working with Roberts and he's been seen around town with his ex-wife. Maybe they want to steal his work and erase him from the picture. Suspect number 3, rival professor perhaps, Dr. Snakeskin. He's a low-key character, keeps to himself. Went to grad school together, then Snakeskin started up his own pharmaceutical company. Maybe there's something there, something more, something venomous? And last, the janitor on shift that night, Janitor Mike. He's the only one who's been seen there. He's got access to all the rooms at the university. Maybe he knows something.
Hawkins, What have we got?
We ran the test and we've got a result. It was suspect 3, Dr. Snakeskin.
Dr. Snakeskin. I always knew there was something about you that rubbed me the wrong way, but I still don't understand your motive for murdering an old friend and colleague. Cure for COVID-19? He found a cure. It all makes sense now. Dr. Roberts found the cure for COVID-19 and wouldn't sell it to Snakeskin's pharmaceutical company. Well, it's a good thing he's going away for a long, long time. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and this dog barked up the wrong tree. Boy, do I need a cup of coffee.